morning, Brochos, Daf Zayin, Amid Aleph, Erev Shabbos, Parshas Vayechi, Tov Pei. It's about 6:45 in the morning. Okay. So the Gimel Omer B'Yechanan says Rabbi Yechanan, beginning of the Amid, says Rabbi Yechanan in Mishum Rabbi Yosi, in the name of Rabbi Yosi ben Zimra, Agor Sabach. Nine Shakadosh Baruch Hu Mispal. How, where do we know from the Eibishter davens? Shneimar, as the Pasuk says, Rabbi Yosim al Arkochi v'Simachtim based Tfilosi, and I will bring them to my holy mountain, and I will rejoice them in my house of prayer, in the house of my prayer, Tfilosi. He says my. Tfilos Samli Nemar, their prayer doesn't say. It doesn't say their prayer, the house of their prayer. It says in the house of my prayer. Elo Tfilosi. So we see that the Eibishter davens. My Matzli, what does he daven? Omar Rav Zutre Bar Toivio says, Rav Zutre Bar Toivio, Omar Rabbi Yirotzin, it should be thy will, from me, that my mercy should victorize over my anger, and it should continue a cycle of rachmi, of my mercy, al midoisai, over my emotions, or over my measurements. Besnai gimbonai, I should behave with my children, the midas rachmim, with the midah of rachmim, mercy. Because them, I should enter with them to them lefnim shirisadin, beyond the scope of judgment, beyond the line of judgment. Tanya, we had learned, Omar Rabbi Yishmael ben Elisha, says Rabbi Yishmael, the son of Elisha, Pamach, he was a Kohen Gadol, so he says over an experience that he had. Pamach has nechnasti, one time I have entered l'haktir k'teres to bring the k'teres lefnai v'lefnim, inside into the Kodesh HaKadoshim, the Holy of Holies. And I have seen Akasrikel, it's one of the names of the Eibishter, Kol Hashem Tzivokis, so Yoshev, that he sits al Kisei Ram V'Nisa, on a lofty, very high and lofty throne. Amali, and he told me, Yishmael b'ni Yishmael, my son Barcheni, give me a bracha, bless me. I said to him, there should be thy will from you, that you should victorize rachmecha, your mercy, as kascha, your anger, it should come forth rachmecha, your mercy, al midosecha, over your midos, which is naig, and you should behave in benecha with your children, b'midas rachmim, with the midah of mercy, rachmanis, v'tikonis lahem, and you should enter with them, to them, lefnim mishur hasadin, beyond the line of judgment. And he nodded me with his head. It goes abach beis. Yeah. As the Gemara, my kemashmalon, What's the point of this story? That one should not think that the bracha of a simpleton would be. Don't take any blessing from anyone for granted. Says Rabbi Yochanan in the name of Rabbi Yosi Menayin. Where do we know from? That he should to apologize a person. It should not be while he's angered. The pasuk says, I think it's in Brochos, Kisisop and Pona Yelechun, my face of so-called madness, of anger, Yelech will go away, and then I will ease off you. The Eibishter says to Moshe, Hamptonly, wait out for me till I take away the face of anger, and then I will ease off you. Asks the Gemara, can you say such a term of anger to the Eibishter? The Eibishter has anger. And as the Gemara in Tanya, we had learned, there's a posik. The posik says in Tehillim Elikim Shefet Tzadik, V'keil Zoyim B'chol Yom Kapitel Zayin. Every day there's a time that the Eibishter gets anger. Kam Zamoy, how long does it hold? Rega, a split second. Kama Rega, how long is a Rega? How tiny is a split second? Echad, 1% of Mechameishes Riboy from 50,000 Ushmoinas Alofim and 8,000, which is 58,000. Ushmoina Meyos and 800. Ushmoinim Ishmoina and 88. Again, 57, 888. 1% of 57,888. Or in other words, a 57,888th. That's how short the Eibishter's anger is. Shazu Irega. Bisha Vizu Hirega. This is a Rega. No creature is able to pinpoint on that minute time. Chutz me Bilam Rasha, besides for Bilam the wicked, Bilam the Rasha was able to deceive by him. It says the Yedeya Das Elyon, and he knows the Das of the Eibishter. As the Gemara, Hash the Das behemto lo have yoda. If he didn't know the Das, the mindset of his behemoth, as we see, he had hit his behemoth, his donkey, for not going exactly how he wanted, till the donkey opened his mouth, talked to him. Das Elyon Havayoda, he knows the Eibishter's Das. Elo. The point is, Balama, that comes to learn, it doesn't mean that he knew the Eibishter's Das. So Yedeya, he knew L'chavim to be focused on Isa Shah, on that exact time. Shakadosh Baruch Hu koyes, but that Eibishter is in chaos, in anger. Behind it, Omali, Navi Israel. This is what the Navi says for the Eden. Ami, my nation, Micha. Schar no, remember, I beg you, remember my Yoad's Bolak, what Bolak's Eitze was, Melech Moav, the king of Moav. And then it goes on, the pasuk continues, Laman Das Tzidkis Hashem. Asks Gemara, my Laman Das Tzidkis Hashem. What's the idea of Luman Das that you should not see the decision that's not of the Eibishter? Omer Reb Lozer says, Reb Lozer Omer Lamakush Baruch Hu Yisrael, the Eibishter said for the you shall know how many tzedakos I have done with you. So like he asked you that I did not get in anger, be may Bilam Rasha in the days of Bilam the Rasha, the wicked. So the Molech he asked you, if those days I would get angry as every day. So in other words, those days he just didn't get angry even that split second. So that Bilam Rasha cannot point out that second because it just wasn't. If I would get an anger in those days, it wouldn't stay from the enemies of the Yidden. The Gemara means to say Yidden, but the Gemara does not want to use a bad wording for the Yidden, and therefore it says from the enemies of the Yidden. So it wouldn't stay even a sordid upolit, even the slightest thing of them. This is what Bilam answers for Balak. What do you want me to curse if Hashem doesn't curse in these days? How can I bring the Eibishter's anger if Hashem, the Eibishter doesn't anger? It comes to learn all those days that Bilam spent with Balak, Hashem didn't get into anger. And how long is the Eibishter's anger? Rega. How long does it take a rega? As quick as you say the word rega. How long? How do we know the rega? The rega is what the Eibishter gets angry. As the pasuk says in Tehillim, Lamed ki rega b'yapoy. That split second of his anger, Chayim, life between in his will. Another shot mehoche from another pasuk. Chavi kimat rega ad yavir zam. Yeshayahu Chavav. You should wait out that little split of second ad yavir zam until the anger goes by. When is the time that the Eibishter is in anger? In those first 3 hours of the day, the Tanagoyle, when the crown on top of the head of the rooster gets white, and he stands on one leg, as the Gemara calls Shata v'Shata Namet Koi Hochi. All the time, the chickens always stand on one leg. As the Gemara, Kol Shata is Vishirai Kesimke. The whole time, the crown has some redness to it. Ba'ishata, in that split second, lest Beishiraike, it's just white. Lest Beishiraike Simke does not have any red. Says the Gemara, Maisa, Hayig Tzedoiki, there was this Tzedoiki. The Hava used to live Bishivusei in the neighborhood of Rabbi Yeshua ben Levi. He would tease him constantly. Bikroyi in different psukim. Because it's known that the Tzedaikim did not believe in Torah Shebal Peh, only in Torah Shebal. So whenever he would find a verse, a pasuk in Torah Shebal that he can tease Rabbi Yeshua ben Levi, but with that, he would do that. Here Mechad, one day, Rabbi Yeshua ben Levi wanted to get rid of him. Shokal, he took a Tanagoyle, a rooster, and put it between the feet of his bed, the legs of his bed, and looked into the crown of the rooster. So that he thought, when it will reach that moment, Alatye, he'll curse his neighbor. When it came that second Nayim, he fell asleep. Oma, now we knew, so we said, we see from this, one should not behave in such a manner. One should not use this method of knowing when the Eibishter is mad as that anger through looking at the rooster in order to curse a person. It's not nice to do that. It's not respectful. Hashem has mercy over all his deeds. That's what the pasuk says. Another pasuk says, Gam on. I think it's in Mishlei. The priest is in Tehillim from Dalet. This is Ksiv. I think in Mishlei. Yeah, Mishlei Yitzayin. Gam onish leTzadik, punishing for a tzaddik loitov is not a good idea. It's not a good thing. Tonu, we have learned which made Reb Meir, in the name of Reb Meir, b'shor shacham zerachas, while the sun shines up. V'chol malchim mizrach u'marav, the old kings of Far East and West. Manichim put kisreim, their crown b'rashem in their heads, mishtavim, and they bow l'chama to the sun. Miyad k'es HaKadosh Baruch Hu. That is exactly when and why the Eibishter is in anger. Says Rabbi Yochanan, in the name of Rabbi Yosi, it's better one lash in the heart of a person, Yosir, more mikama malkios, from many real malkios lashes by Bezdin. By Bezdin, or by punishing of the Eibishter. Shnemer, as the pasuk says, v'yidfu es ma'ahaveho. In a Hishaya base, v'geimir. Yeah, let's see the Lashon pasuk. V'yidfu es ma'ahaveho l'isasi geisam, and he wouldn't find them. Uvikshosam, and he would search for them, v'leitim to not find them. V'amro, and here is continued in the Gemara. V'geimir. V'amro. And she will say, Eilcha, I will go, Ba'ashuva, and I will return Elishi Harishin to my first husband, Kitayvli Oz Mi Oto. Since it was I had a better time then being with my husband than now. The pasuk refers to Klal Yisrael, would refer to the Eibishter as her first husband. So we see that one lash in the heart of a person of regret is more than real punishment. Shlokish says, it's better than 100 lashes. Not just mikama malkis from many lashes, but even from 100. Shenemar, as the pasuk says in Mishlei, Zayin Tachas Gara B'Mavin, instead of a shout or a yell, B'Mavin, to one who understands, Mihakais, rather than hitting Ksil, a illiterate, Meya 100. V'amar Rabbi Yochanan, says Rabbi Yochanan, in the name of the Rabbi Yosi, Shleish Devarim Bikush Moshe Rabbeinu, 3 things did Moshe Rabbeinu ask from the Eibishter, V'noslo and Hashem gave it to him. Because he asked Shatish Shechina al Yisrael, that Hashem should dwell with his Shechina upon the Yidden. V'noslo and Hashem gave it to him. Shneimar, as the pasuk says, Halib Lech T'choimonu, that Moshe Rabbeinu asked the Eibishter that he should please go along with us, because he asked Shalitish Shechina al Oivd Krovim, that Hashem should not dwell his Shechina upon the other nations. But also Hashem gave it to him. As the pasuk says, "V'niflinu ani v'amcha." Moshe Rabbeinu says to the Eibush, "V'niflinu," and we should be different. Ani, and Moshe Rabbeinu, the Eibush says it. Yeah, the Eibush says it. The whole pasuk. Let's say the whole pasuk. How the Eibush says to Moshe, how will you know? Kimatasi. No, I'm mistaken again. Moshe Rabbeinu says this to the Eibush. How will be notified? Kimatasi chen beinecha, that I, Moshe, had found kindness in your favor in your eyes, Hashem. Ani v'amecha, I and your nation. If you, Hashem, will go along us. Amongst us. V'niflinu, and we should be set apart, different. Ani, I v'amcha, and your nation, Yidden, Mikol from all other nations, Asher al Pnei Adama, that are on the face of the earth. So when Niflinu and Iva Amecha, same pasuk as the one before, that we should be different, set apart from the other nations, I and your nation, Eden. Because the third thing is he asked the idea that Hashem should notify him his ways, and it was given to him. As the pasuk says, please notify me your ways. What exactly did it mean by that? Moshe Rabbeinu said today, Master of the universe, why is there a tzaddik that sometimes we see a tzaddik there and that things just go right for him? On the other hand, sometimes we see v'yesh tzaddik, there's a tzaddik, a righteous person, everything goes wrong. There is, on the other hand, sometimes there is a wicked, and everything goes good. Yes, there's a Rasha, a wicked, that everything that has bad things in his life. In other words, one would understand that it should be a tzaddik should have everything good, and a Rasha should have everything bad. Why sometimes you see a tzaddik that things go good and sometimes bad, and by a Rasha the same? Amalei Moshe, the Eibush said, Moshe, this is the pshat. Tzaddik v'toivloi. You know, when there's a tzaddik and things go good for him, he's a tzaddik tzaddik the son of a tzaddik. Tzaddik v'ra'aloi. Tzaddik that thinks that when you see that things go bad in his life, he's a tzaddik v'ra'aloi. He's a tzaddik, but his father wasn't. Rasha v'toivloi, a Rasha that things go good. Rasha v'tzaddik, it's in the schus of his father. His father was a tzaddik, so things go right for him, although he's a Rasha. Rasha v'ra'aloi is a Rasha ben Rasha. A Rasha, and things go bad for him, that's because he's a Rasha, the son of a Rasha. Omar Mar, we had before the Gemara, tzaddik v'toivloi is a tzaddik ben tzaddik, tzaddik v'ra'aloi, tzaddik ben Rasha. As the Gemara Einu, it's not so. We have a pasuk, we have two psukim, and l'chayre, there's a contradiction between two psukim. One pasuk in regarding Hashem paying off for bad deeds for the children of a Rasha, children of one who did bad. We have a contradiction between two psukim. One pasuk we see Poiked Ovin Ovis Albonim, Hashem remembers, accounts the sin of fathers to the children. That's in Shmois in I think it's in Kisisa again. It's by the Shlishus Midas over there, by the Kriya of Vechal that we read in Shul by Anatanas on a fast. And then it says another pasuk in Yermi, I think, Uksiv, and it says, no, I'm sorry, in the Yermi also about the hair, it refers to Dvarim. Lo yumsu avis albonim. No one dies for the sin of their ancestors. Each and every person that dies, it's for their own sin. So, either or. Is there punishment to sons on account of their fathers or not? And we ask the contradiction. Though the one pasuk go on to the other, and we answer like it's not a contradiction. This refer punishing children for the sin of their forefathers, fathers or forefathers, is if you continue in the path of sin that your ancestors did. When does it say the pasuk that lo yumsu avis albonim? No one will die for their ancestors' sin, but ish b'chata yimosu, a person would die only for his own sin. That refers to kshe'ino yichin maaseh aviseim b'deim. This refers to only if you do not continue, hold on, in the, so to speak, the family heritage of sin. If you stop the bucket and you don't sin, you won't die for their sin. Elohochi k'omeli. So we see from this that how can you say that at Tzaddik ben Dosha things go bad? Elohochi k'omeli. As the Gemara said, the pshat of what the Eibishter answers from Moshe Rabbeinu is so. Tzaddik v'toivloi is not a tzaddik ben tzaddik, but it's a tzaddik gomer, one who is really righteous. Tzaddik v'ra'aloi, tzaddik that things go bad, is when it's tzaddik sheini gomer, that he's a tzaddik, but he's not fully righteous. Rosh v'toivloi is Rosh sheini gomer, he's not really bad. Rosh v'ra'aloi is when he's Rosh gomer, real Rosh. In the beginning of Sefer Tanya, we have a different interpretation in this second answer, right? That tzaddik, the toiv is that his toiv is good, is bent to be good. Tzaddik v'ra'aloi that's the pshat. Tzaddik v'ra'aloi is that even his ra, he did not take out the bad part of him yet. He didn't finish that war, but it's his ra, his bad part, his evil inclination is nichna, is being forced under his good. The ra is loy to him, meaning it's nichna, it's suppressed by his good. And the opposite is the same as Rosh v'Tovli. Rosh v'Ra'aloi is when the Tov or the ra is, God forbid, suppressed by his ra. Okay, a pligi, as I said, what a pligi, and this is a machlokes, the Reb Meir. We find a contradiction in the words of Reb Meir. No, sorry. previous year that just the words I made the same mistake. Anyway, a pligi did Meir. So this that we just said is in contradiction to the words of Reb Meir. The Omer Reb Meir says Reb Meir Shnaim nitten loy. Only two things were given to Moshe, two of the three, not all three. And one of them was not given to him. As the Pasuk says, and I will shed mercy on the one that I will shed mercy, even though he's not worthy, and I will, kindness. I will shed kindness to one who I have kindness, even if he is not worthy, and I will have mercy to the one that I have mercy, even though he's not worthy of it. Hashem answered, you Moshe cannot see my face. Tona, we have learned Yeshua ben Korach, in the name of Yeshua ben Korach, this is what the Eibishter answered to Moshe Rabbeinu. See, when I wanted to show you, that was at the thorn in Midian before, in the desert before leaving Mitzrayim, so you did not want. Now that you want, I don't want. This is in contradicts the Shmuel ben Achmeni, what Shmuel ben Achmeni says in the Amar B'Yoinson, the name of B'Yoinson, the Amar Shmuel ben Achmeni, because we have the saying of Rabbi Shmuel ben Achmeni in the name of Rabbi Yoinson, B'schar Sholish, Zochel Sholish, in the merit of 3, he was Zoiche. In the schar of 3, he was Zoiche to 3. Zochel Sholish. Schar Vayastir Moshe Ponov, merit that he hid his face. Zochel, he merited upon him to have a shine in his face. Schar Kiyori, because he was afraid. Zochel Vayiru Migesh Zelav, he was Zoiche that same here Yidden had fear of him. Schar Mehabit, in the schar of from looking, Zoche, he was Leusmunas Hashem Yabed, that he was able to look in the face of God, so to speak. So why is it contradictory to the Meir's to Shmuel ben Achmeni? Because before we said that Hashem answered him, you can't, and Shmuel ben Achmeni says that there was this point that he was zeicha to it. Vasarosis copy. So we have over there that when he wanted to see, Hashem said, you know what? I'll put my hand here. There's the rock. Go into that cave, and I will put my hand. We don't know what that means. Over the opening of the rock of the cave, and I will pass. My glory will pass, and after I pass, I'll take off my hand, and you'll see my back and not my front, because I'll say that he saw the Kershel Tefillin of the Eibishter. He saw, that's right here. This Gemara. He saw the knot of the tefillin, of the back of the tefillin. There's the knot. Right here, there's the knot of the tefillin. And that's what he saw. Let's see the Gemara. So this is copy. I will take off my hand of the opening of the cave. And you will see my back. Omar Rav Chag, Omar Rav Chon about business, says Rav Chon about business, Omar Rav Shimon and Chassidut. Malamed, it's to learn. It teaches us Shehera Kachbaruch that Eibush showed him the Moshe Kesher Shel Tefillin, the Kesher of Tefillin. Says the Gemara of Rabbi Yechanan, Shem Rabbi Yosi. Says Rabbi Yechanan, in the name of Rabbi Yosi, called Rabbi Yosi Yotzim Piakos Baruch, every uttering that the Eibush said L'Toiva, to good, I feel out now, even with a with even on condition. Like Hashem did not regret. Menolon, where do we see that? Moshe from Moshe Rabbeinu. Shnemer, as the pasuk says, head of Mimeni. Hashem said to Moshe, leave go. Vashmidim, and I will chaz v'shalom, God forbid, you finish them off. The game it. And Hashem said, I will make you, Moshe Rabbeinu, the goy otzum, for a great nation. Although Moshe Rabbeinu asked mercy of the Eibishter about this, and he was mevatel, he nullified Hashem's decree over the Eden. Nevertheless, oikme bezari, the part that Hashem said, I'll make you, Moshe, a great nation, Hashem still did that. As we've seen, the children of Moshe's Gershom v'Eliezer. And they were Bnei Eliezer, the sons of the children of Eliezer were Chavia and Rosh V'Gomer. Bnei Rechavia, the sons of Rechavia, Rabbi L'mayla V'Gomer, multiplied up and beyond. V'Toni Rabbi Yosef says Rabbi Yosef L'mayla over Meshishim Ribay than 600,000. 60 times 10,000, which is 600,000. Here it says Rabu L'mayla, the word Rabu, meaning multiplied to a great number. It says by the Eden, and also the word Vayidwu that they had multiplied. Okay, I'll cut this video here, just that it shouldn't be too long. And this is Amud Aleph, and right after I'll continue Amud Beis in a separate video.